Hi guys, Spectre here. Welcome back to some more Total Warhammer 3. Continuing my Archaon campaign. I've decided to shorten them down a little bit. Because what I'm thinking of is there's so many factions I want to play. So many. And bear in mind at some point, more than likely years from now, I'll be going back and playing some of these same factions again. But what I will do is when I play them a second time, I won't go the route I've gone this time. So like with Archaon, I'm going into Kislev. With Gorok, I'm going across over to the Southlands, and I've conquered most Lustria. For Gorok's part, most of it might be the same, but then what I might do is I might go through the sea lane over to Cathay. I might do something different like that. So I'll play it and go a different route. But I think for the first playthroughs, I'm better off aiming for the short campaign victories as opposed to long ones I were going to aim for. If the long ones are very close to the short one, in terms of it just not being the settlements, then I might aim for it. But I'll do it on a faction by faction basis on who I'm playing. Because it changes not just by faction, but each legendary lord has different set of victory conditions. Some are really long and some aren't. Like this one is destroy Kislev, control those, and then I've got to get 35 settlements. This one's really quick, but I am going to do a partial long campaign of this one, because I do want to wipe out the Empire, and maybe Bretonia. Because this one being the newest of the faction, allows us to see a bit more of it, where Gorok obviously is one of the older factions. We don't want to see anything new about Gorok, particularly, apart from the fact they've removed Rampage from most of the regular units, which is like an incredible... It's more like an incredible utility buff. It doesn't actually make your units stronger, it just means that you don't lose control of your units. Right, and there's Catherine. I mean, she can just about hit me, but I could retreat from that. Him, I can't tell. He can only move to here for his no movement, and that's his force march, okay. He can probably get me, but again, I can retreat that direction. Because these shouldn't sync up the text, but then again, I have seen it before in Warhammer 2. Because it's what you've got to think of is with the AI. There's 2 or 3 different versions of the AI essentially. One is your ally, where you've got like non-aggression trade partners, that sort of thing, that operates as your ally. You've then got the other one that's your enemy, but the enemy one's split into 2. What is happening here? What? That said I didn't lose anything. Fuck that. No way. Not losing chosen to that bollocks. What? What the fuck happened there? Let me load that. I don't know what just happened. But anyway, yeah, the AI splits into 2. One is your direct enemy, that sometimes will sync up with other enemies of yours, despite them being on different turns. And the other one is enemies that are fighting each other. So like, you might sometimes get... Let's say for argument's sake, you're playing Bretonia. So you're playing King Leonlianka. Morgul moves into the area, but Morgul's also at war with Grom. So then Grom jumps on Morgul with 2 armies and kills him. That then also weakens Grom, and then obviously you've got a path as well there. So they won't sync up 2 enemies against you, but if the factions are allied, it'll sometimes treat them as one single big faction. So what is going off here then? So why... So see, these 2 units here died. So this must stop working right then. So it wipes out all these, which I was okay to lose. But it kills these 2 units. I can kind of understand why the Chaos Knights die, because they're half dead. But I don't understand why a full intact unit of Chosen die. That makes no sense. I don't think so, buddy. And she can't move because she occupied that. So he can't do anything. Okay. See, I wouldn't mind that, but they're the auto-resolve system blatantly lied to me. I auto-resolved it and then I've lost 2 units. I can't afford to lose any units as Warriors of Chaos. Not units that are good anyway. Because then I've got to go back and recruit basic ass units and rank them up again. It takes fucking forever. You can't afford to lose anything once you've got your decent units. Your earlier shittier units, maybe. It's less of a painful hurt. But not when I've got like Chosen. Because that means I've got to recruit a basic Chaos Warrior, get it to rank 7, to then upgrade it to a rank 1 a rank 0 Chosen. It takes fucking forever. And then with Chaos Knights, alright, I can recruit a Chaos Knight unit, yes. But that Chaos Knight unit that would have been at rank 7. So if anything like that happens, that's why it's good to make saves for things like that. Because the game in that case there just lied to me. If it told me the truth that I was going to lose those 2 units, I wouldn't auto-resolve it. I'd decline the attack just like I did. So why did you need 3 armies when you could kill it by yourself? The AI's level of overkill sometimes is ridiculous. One thing I'm definitely pushing for that I want the AI to be able to use sea lanes. It'll be so cool. Because they can go everywhere. They can go all over the place. And there's 2 sea lanes on both sides of the map that lead to the other side of the world. And then you've got that one sea lane that we just saw in the red one that leads down to the coastlines so you can get to the other 2. And then you've got the similar thing, but it's at the bottom rather than the top, near Cathay, which brings you over to the Middle Sea, down in the down here on the minimap. So it brings you like down here. But then from there you can sail places as well. It just adds a better way to explore. And I'm actually kind of glad they've added those in, because it makes getting from one side of the world to the other and opens up some campaigns on those sides. It makes them less safe if you're on that like edge of the map, and it gives you other places to go than just one way. Because like if you were playing like Rakharth or Exiles of Nehek, only place you can go is the way you can always go, is like expand into the mountains. You can now decide, fuck it, jump in a sea lane and go somewhere else. Obviously you're not meeting your victory conditions because they'll be localised to where you start. But it doesn't mean you can't go back there afterwards. But you just give yourself a new starting location, a new start zone. And even then, the parts of all the victory conditions is still occupying, raising or sacking X amount of settlements. Well, I think it's just occupying, raising actually, I don't think it's sacking. But like I've done it with Lokia in my multiplayer campaign. I've abandoned my starting area, completely just ignored it, and I've jumped into my nearby sea lane, and then I went up to the one that takes me to Nagarond, and I've retaken Karondakar, which is the city that Loki comes from. He's not the lord of it, the lord of the city is Rakarth, but he's one of the top generals of Rakarth. So I've took that off of Lethanar and I've taken the city back. I think one of the factions that's going to have a lot of replayability by himself is going to be Bael'Akor. Bael'Akor is going to have a lot of different options to go, especially if they open up more portal locations for him. Because I think he's already got 3, so you can portal through to Bretonnia, you can portal through to near Festus, and then you can portal through to the Southern Chaos Wastes. So you've already got 3 different locations you can go to, as well as you can just start on Albion and expand into Norsca. That's option number 4. And then the other place you can go is through the sea lane near Nagarond and go down to the coastline over here. And you can even go through and sail through over to Cathay and meet up a village. He's got so many options of places he can go into different things. The only downside to it is that he's got to recruit a similar way to how Warriors of Chaos recruit, and how they recruit is just painfully fucking slow. But at least he's only got to upgrade once. You upgrade a Bloodletter to a Exalted Bloodletter, that sort of thing. And Bloodletters are, I'd probably say, better than your average Chaos Warrior. So you've got a decent group of troops to begin with. We need to try and break up Kislev's armies. They're all moving around like a big group. I want to have to group up my guys and just go straight at him and have a big fuck off fight. Someone else has got Bael'Akor, should have one. Top of Beckham got destroyed. Yeah, I'll bring them back. Have we now unlocked a thing for corn? No, we haven't. No, not another one. You see, there's 3 altogether. What the fuck? I need... Oh my god. There we go. Right. Oh, he's got 75% ambush chance there. Ooh. If I pop that on, so he can't be ambushed. See if they go for it. Hopefully it doesn't bring me out of ambush stance. Even then I've got 2 armies. My 2 armies beat her 2.5. She's about to become a demon prince. she's now got one in there as well. Right, they've got 4 Ostros, because that's an allied settlement. There's another army recruiting here. See, I can attack Prague. But if I attack it, I want to occupy it because it's a dark city. And I want to keep it as high level as I can get. If I occupy it, I'm only going to lose at most 1 level. So it might become tier 4. But obviously Archaon's by himself. And then he's going to get hit by these. Who's revealing me all the time? Oh, fuck. My hero. Bring my hero over here. Get rid of this prick fucking hero of theirs. She's sat there sniffing Archaon's arse, keeps bringing him out of ambush stance like a dickhead. I've just got to find a way through this gap. Once I'm through the gap, that's it. That's pretty much Kislev done for. I mean, how many provinces has she got? Last time I checked, she had quite a few, but I think she's gone south with some of them. Yeah, she's got 9. But I can take away her main power base. I can take away Prague. I can take away Kislev. Yeah, she's got some down here. Odds and sods. It's just that all her armies are gathering in like one small area, which is making it really annoying. It's because of some of the units she's got in there can be dangerous. And I've just got to take it careful. And she's level 36. Yeah, I need her to make the fuck up. Shit, she went the other way. Where's he going? Okay. She just keeps bringing up more armies. And then what she'll do is she'll get really annoying and send one, like, down there somewhere, which is fucking irritating. And my allies aren't really doing jack shit. It's like, make an actual push, take some of the territories, stop her armies from going into the lands and taking stuff over. Do something worthwhile. Bunch of useless bastards. Don't make me have to do fucking everything. Especially not considering now you've got like where you can issue commands telling them specifically what to do, like attack a target, defend a target, occupy a settlement. But they don't always do what you tell them. And I think if allegiance points have been spent, being that it's a type of currency that CA have put into the game, they should be forced to do what you tell them to do. It shouldn't be optional. It's, I've spent my allegiance points, do what I fucking told you. Otherwise, give me my allegiance points back. If they're going to make it optional, like it was in Warhammer 2, when you wanted them to coordinate with you, then don't put a currency into the game. Remove the currency and make it free, so you can issue them whenever you want. Then if they don't do what you tell them, you're not surprised, and you haven't lost anything. But if I'm spending allegiance points on giving them a command, I want them to do exactly what I'm telling them, and within a timely fashion. It's no good I'm doing it 10 turns after I've given them the command. I aim to do it within 1 or 2 turns of me giving the command. Because usually what I'm doing is when I'm issuing a command to an ally, is the point is for them to either take something while I'm the distraction, or they're going to be my distraction while I take something. And that is time gated. I need them to do it in appropriate fashion. If they don't do it quickly, it loses all relevance. So I don't issue commands as you're seeing this. I don't generally issue commands willy-nilly. I issue them because I want them to do something, other than be sat in the home province doing fuck all. But now the pressure is on CA to deliver on this new system, where they've introduced allegiance points. They've now got to make sure it works properly when it comes out of beta. So when it comes out of beta, I don't want none of this bullshit that, oh, well, it's a bug. Well, you've had fucking X amount of months of beta. Why is it there? If I give them a command for allegiance, do it. Do it straight away. Not 5 turns later when it doesn't matter. Because that's one of the ways you can use your ally, as weird as it is. It's both a positive and negative. You can use them as bait to draw out an army and get themselves killed. The downside is that you then give the enemy armies free experience, and the enemy generals and heroes. So you rank them up. But it's not wasting your army, it's wasting your allies' army. Well, generally they build shit armies anyway, so they won't really beat anything. The only time they're going to win fights is if they bring 2, 3 or 4 armies into the fight and basically just bring that much force in that auto-resolve is completely and utterly in your favour. We don't need to see heroes moving. Why are you going back there? For fuck's sake. More fucking heroes. What they need to do there, I think, on the end turn thing, this is a quality of life change. I'm not sure if something I can do on here. No. But what they need to do on here is do it where you can avoid having to track enemy heroes. I don't see the point in it. I really don't. What the fuck? Why would it flee that way? Why is it on one army in this fight? And fuck it. Take the bitch out. Yeah, give me that one for you. Ooh, actually, that's what I'll taint it with that. Oh, he's level 9, never mind. It's the other guy that's level 10. That's training maxed out, that's good. Can rank him up faster. But see, this time then, only my third army's been injured, which is fine. Because I don't expect as much from them. Because they haven't got all the troops that I want. I mean, you've got Spam Champions, you've got the Knights, but they're not as high ranked as the other guys. These need to become chosen, realistically. They took a lot of damage. And then I need to change these into Chaos War Shrines when I get the chance to do so. You see here, he can just about make that attack from where he is. And that's her forced march to go up. But they can't really do more than one. Because if they go for it, I can retreat with Archaon, and then on my turn, attack. I'll have to fight the battles. I won't be able to auto-resolve them, I'll have to fight them. Get this fucking Kislavite bitch out of the way. Thank God. Fucking annoying bastard. Keeps bringing Archaon out of ambush stance like every fucking turn without fail. It's like not even close. Just all the time. I know they've changed it slightly how that works. Actually, Castile, we can put him on, yeah. Put him on a Castile, I don't mind that. I just don't want him on a chariot. Some of these Path to Glory ones are really specific things and really hard to try and get the AI to do. Stupidest one I've seen by far though is lose a battle, but ensure the character survives. It's like, why? Why would I ever want to lose a battle intentionally? Just, and you've got to think as well, CA, right? That option you've given on one of them, I'm not even, is it on this guy? This one here. Lose a battle and survive. Would save 5% as survivor. And yet it's called Path to Glory. You morons. The Path to Glory doesn't work for people who fail the Chaos Gods. If anything, they're likely to turn you into a Chaos Spawn for failing them. To get glory, you need to be victorious all the time. Chaos don't give a shit about living to fight another day crap. That's not something they give a crap about. So this one needs to be changed. I don't mind the 5% ward save, but not this. Change it. You could like put win a battle that's a crushing defeat or something, or a decisive defeat. So it's like a really difficult to win battle that you've got to fight. You can't auto-resolve it. But not lose a battle when it's called the Path to Glory. Chaos don't reward failure. And there's nothing glorious about losing. She's about to become a demon prince. Wonder what happens when if it shows you anything, or if she like disappears off the map or something. What? Go away. Shadow Dart. Oh no, somebody got that name. I'm not sure if Shadow Dart's been changed or nerfed, but Shadow Dart is one of the best names to get if you're building army of Shades. Because it gives Shades like 200 plus range. You have to get the red skill tree for Shades at rank 7 and above, and there's a technology as well that also increases their range. But then if you get Shadow Dart on top, it gives Shades more range than Way Watchers. And they're the longest range infantry in the game normally, is the Way Watchers. But if you have Shades with Shadow Dart and the appropriate skill and technology... Oh no, not Empire's coming up. Fuck off! It's because Festus died, I've now got 3 fucking Empire armies coming up here. Well, there goes my chance of taking Prague. So she's moved away and they've moved up. Fucking great. Think about, why is he raiding Kislev? There could be a potential opportunity here. Even then though I still can't attack Prague and take it out, because again, I'm an enemy of theirs. And if I attack Prague, even if I fight it manually to mitigate my casualties, I'll still take some damage. And then if I've got 3 fucking Empire 20 stacks bearing down on me, that's 60 units against 20. More than likely I am going to lose that fight. Or even if I don't lose it somehow, I'm going to lose units, which is still equally painful, because then I've got to recruit bare bones fucking units again and go through their stupid long recruitment and upgrade process. The people that like that, I still can't fathom. Just says to me they don't really know how to play the game properly. If you like that sort of thing. It's just way too slow. Unless I suppose if they like playing the game but it's really, really slow. But pretty much every faction can do it faster. Every single faction. No other faction is that slowed down. It's the slowest faction in the game to get going. So if anyone ever plays a head-to-head campaign and the people on the opposite side are playing Warriors of Chaos and you're not, already you've got an advantage. Because you know they're going to be weak as shit in the early game. So if you get up there quickly, well actually not even that quickly, but if you get up there within the first 50 turns, they've got crap units. You'll walk right over them. Because there's almost nothing they can recruit that's going to be that impressive. They can't get chosen that quickly. They just... You could have a fucking field day. And playing as Grimgor, when I do Grimgor at some point, fucking hell, taking out Kolek and Archaon is going to be so fucking easy. Because I can just spam Skulkers, which are really strong early game unit, and they will fuck over anything Chaos can recruit in the early game. Unless the AI, as Chaos gets massive cheats, they are like so dead on arrival. It's not even funny. What have we got here? %100% replenishment chance of undivided marauders. Wow. See, that's something you could use in the early game. At turn 75 and above when you're in the late game, no. You don't need that shit. Anyone who's recruiting marauders beyond turn 75-80, because that's the early part of the late game, is how I would normally tailor that. If you are recruiting those types of units at that point, you're not doing something right. Because marauders aren't going to help you in the late game. They actually have a steep fall off in the mid game against some decent melee infantry from other factions. So you do not want to be playing them in the late game. You want to be recruiting Chaos Warriors only. Or aspiring champions. You do not want to be recruiting any marauders of any kind. You want to get them the fuck out of there. Because as soon as you walk into the mid to higher tier infantry of the factions, marauders are going to get their asses kicked 7 ways from Sunday. They're not an endgame unit, and never going to be. The only endgame unit of marauders is marauder champions. And marauder champions are closer to that of a Chaos Chosen. Not quite as good as a Chosen, but they're better than a Chaos Warrior, but not quite as good as a Chosen, so they're kind of in between in that mark. But they're the only marauders you normally actually take.
Tribal Fury, always ready for it.
Actually,
Always ready for a headbutting contest.
Okay.
Understood.
So why not? Why not, buddy?
Marauders all. Straight to business. Where shall we raid next?
That's too much. I'm not paying 8 grand. A couple of grand I'm okay with, but not 8.
Bring death. Enter then. Are you after a drink, a fist fight, or
Fucking hell. No.
slaughter the sheep?
Enter then. Are you after a drink, a fist fight, or both?
I'm after some trade agreements is what I'm after.
To be honest, I'd rather be raiding, but you have my time.
I'm not paying these absurd prices. First guy was okay, a couple of thousand I'm alright with. I don't mind paying that. Not when I've got this much money, but I'm not paying like fucking 8,000 to 17,000 for fucking trade. That probably benefits, well, benefits them as well as me, but in some cases might benefit them more than me.
Who calls?
So who's he at war with? So he's got a defensive alliance with both Clostaltine and the Ice Court, so why is he raiding her? Yeah. Or is that his territory? Oh, it's his territory. They changed the border. Oh, right, okay, so they redressed the border lines. See, Fort Ostrosk used to start here. It was just in front of this thing here. And it'd be like that. And it'd come up round Hell Pit, round that area. That's where it used to be. This was classed as Prague. Okay, so maybe not an opportunity. Okay.
I serve only the mother. Unhand the Tsarina.
You need to recover a bit. War ban up, put that on one of aspiring champions because they've got encourage.
Make them enemy. Jesus.
They barely took any damage from that. If I move there, I'm going to ambush stance. What have we got on these ones? All infantry, get that, okay. And all cavalry, get that. I mean, there is an option there to put another point in that, because it would benefit the... would benefit the Chaos War Shrine. Because they've got a 15% ward save now, but with that, when they get to rank 7, they'll have a 20% ward save, which is pretty fucking good. And since they do get laser focused by fucking range units, and they do take a lot of damage, a 20% ward save should help, since it's defense against basically everything except mortis engine damage. Right, well, because we'd killed that Kislevite hero, we've remained in ambush stance this time. Right, well, if he can force march to there, they can force march a little bit further. So maybe they can get in reinforcement range, should it come to it. This is a tricky one. On a plus note though, when the fucking bar goes the direction I'm telling it to, we've got one turn on that, and then we can start Skulls for the Skull Throne, which means we get Hellblades for aspiring champions. Oh, and Chosen of Khorne units. I'm glad. Were these all that's chosen? No, theirs are just aspiring champions. That one's for aspiring champions and Chaos Knights of Slanesh. And that one's for just aspiring champions. Why don't they all benefit a unit of either then Chosen or Chaos Knights? So if these benefited, say, both Chaos Knights, and then these benefited both Chosen or something. Because that's pretty good for Chosen. Because that means Chosen for Khorne, even though they haven't got the Great Weapon ones, which is really annoying, when they get more than 80 kills, they get 20% more base weapon and armor piercing weapon damage. Which means any of your Chosen can be kind of viable. Even your 100% shield ones. So I wonder if they have that though with Valkyria. I'm assuming they will, but I don't know. But I'll get to that campaign eventually. I'm not in a rush to play more as a Chaos though. She's gone that direction. Now she's coming back. Great. Look how fast she recovers, fuck. Walk into it, walk into it, walk into it, you fuck. Didn't a woman round here become a demon prince? I didn't even see what happened. Did she just like leave the army and become a demon prince in his Lord of Crummonpool or something? I don't know how it works. Okay. And even though these kids of armies moved over here, because the Empire showed up at the worst possible fucking time, basically she's got 2 free armies to defend her city for her. It's fucking typical. So see, their allies are doing something useful. My allies aren't doing anything. Well, not the allies over here. I'm leaving Sigvald out of it. He's just over there fucking over the Dark Elves. He's doing his job. I don't really care about what happens over there. It's not relevant to me. Now see, what would be good now, Balak, buddy, is you have a free Empire to attack, because I've got 3 full armies up here. And I'm going to guess that he hasn't got much more than that. He might have got maybe 1 or 2 more armies on the prowl. Which your army should be able to take in an auto-resolve by itself. So how about you go do something? While I keep these fuckwits busy. What are you doing, Throg? Oh, come on, stop with the lame ass hero movements. Fucking hell. Don't care about what happens back there. It's not relevant. Literally, I was, with her over there, I was prepared to go and attack Prague, and then the Empire forces showed up. It's fucking unbelievable. Their timing really is. Right, I'm going to leave this turn here for next time, since I'm trying to keep my videos a little bit shorter than they have been. So I hope you guys have enjoyed. If you have, leave a like. If you're new around here, drop a subscription. Or if you're one of my current viewers who aren't subscribed, hit that sub button. Help grow the channel. Thank you all. Take care. Have a great day, and I'll catch you all in the next video.